business coach from Florida, wife, parent of 3 beautiful children, entrepreneur, believer in God. And overall, she just seemed to be a really sweet person, shot and killed in her home. And for everybody who knows me, knows that I'm just always distraught by some type of news like this, especially when it comes to, us young black women just trying to push ourselves ahead to provide a better opportunity for our children, and just to really, explore our divine purpose in life and just go after our goals and our dreams and stop living a life of mediocrity, and really pursue, a life of success and happiness. And so for something like this tragic, for something tragic like this to occur, for someone, a fellow believer, a fellow mom, a fellow entrepreneur, it's just devastating. And so, without jumping to conclusions, I dig a little deeper in the story. And, of course, I'm going to, have my own thoughts and my own ideas as to what I think probably occurred or probably happened. And I just watched some other videos about other people's responses and their comments, and watched the video, the news clipping, and I was just like, wow, this is disgusting. This is so disgusting. And this is twofold for me. This is a twofold situation for me, because I feel like it's sad that you can't celebrate your success on a public platform, if that's even the reason, or if that's even connected to the reason of why she was killed. And I'm assuming it was, because anytime someone is successful, it's always going to be problems to follow, and that's just common sense. The devil is always busy, and we're talking about a mother here. We're talking about a chain breaker. We're not just talking about an entrepreneur. We're talking about a chain breaker. We're talking about someone who's helping and inspiring other individuals to follow their own dreams. And Satan does not appreciate that at all. Satan wants you to be depressed, oppressed, stressed, and depressed, right? And so whenever you're trying to inspire people or sell people hope, or just encourage people and show people the way that it is possible to go from homelessness to entrepreneurship to a life of freedom, that's going to make some people mad. That's going to make some people mad along the way. And, we never know. We can never pinpoint a person's, motive for killing her, because that's between them and God. But on the surface, we can see it as jealousy. We can see it as envy. We can see it as just wickedness and evil. One thing that I've learned about entrepreneurship, as I have experienced, the real estate industry. I've experienced network marketing and a lot of different other opportunities. One thing about entrepreneurship is that there's no policy and procedure in entrepreneurship, right? There's no enforcement of etiquette. Entrepreneurship is real. Entrepreneurship is real. Entrepreneurship, there is no background check. There is no criminal history check for entrepreneurship. So you never know if you doing a business deal with a former, you know, um, murderer or a former convict. You don't know the history of the person that you are doing business with, right? So this is what my experience has opened my eyes to, is that you got all kinds of people out there, and everybody has different motives and different pressures as to why they are in entrepreneurship. And some people will cross that line and get very disrespectful. They would get very hands on, because at the end of the day, you are talking about money. You are talking about money. People commit crimes in the church. People commit crimes on their job. So entrepreneurship is not a safe haven. It is not a safe haven. And this is what I learned about entrepreneurship for myself. As a single mom with 2 children, you are putting yourself out there constantly. You are constantly putting yourself out there. And I learned that I needed to be mindful of, what was at stake. There's all kinds of crabs in the barrel. And people will cross that line. People will cross that line. You might hate your job, but let me tell you something about your job. There is a such thing as called a paper trail. There's policy and procedure. There's reprimands. There's a such thing as called termination. Entrepreneurship, a lot of ethics does not exist. It's a man up, man down industry. And people will fight and they will kill for that deal. Okay? That's what I've seen. People get street because it's a street business. It's not a corporate industry. It's not, it's not, and I'm not saying that just because you work in corporate America or in any corporation, that means that you're safe. No, that does not mean that you're safe. It does not mean that you have your security is for sure. But what I will say is that there's a such thing as called a background check, and there's a criminal history check. So at least if things don't go well, this person that you're in interacting with don't necessarily have a dark criminal record. That does not mean that they don't have a dark side. And this is just something that to be definitely mindful of about entrepreneurship. The glitz and the glam looks awesome. I don't think she did anything wrong. Anything wrong, because as an entrepreneur, people want to be able to connect with you. So you engage with your audience by giving bits and pieces of your personal life. That's part of the game. People want to feel like they can be able to relate to you. People want to feel like it's possible, it's reachable, right? To come from A to go to O. So therefore, it's encouraged in the industry to be transparent. It increases your sales to be transparent and to be more open with your personal life. And I saw another video, and the young lady mentioned that you have to be private, and that's true too. To some extent, you have to maintain a level of privacy, and I think Makeva Jenkins did a great job at that. However, I do believe that we don't know the ins and outs of this situation, but we can learn from the situation. Unfortunately, this is another tragic situation where people are now rethinking their business strategies. They're rethinking, whether they should be uh, uh, public on social media because of something like this. And one thing I will urge people to do, if you are an entrepreneur, you definitely want to keep those bad seeds, those bad apples away from your success, because some people are just ignorant, okay? Some people are just ignorant. Some people are just wicked. Some people are just evil. And whenever you do something that they don't like, they will come after you, and they have no remorse. They're just wicked. They have no remorse. They're coming after you. They're coming after everything you got. And a lot of times, it's not even you that made them like this. It's something that they've experienced in their younger life that put that seed, that bad seed in them, that make them live this way. People are just evil and wicked, and your happiness is like a sting to them, so we have to just be very mindful about how we share our good news on social media, because people are watching, and if they are not in a happy place, you can possibly become a target. Not saying that necessarily, somebody might want to kill you, but damn sure the devil is here to kill, steal, and destroy. So, they might not necessarily want to take your life, steal your life away, but they might want to take your happiness away. And essentially, your happiness is your life. So we have to just be very mindful that not everybody is happy. And we have to be very careful about who and how we share good news. Sometimes it's best to keep it at a minimum, because you might be winning, but the next person is not winning. They might still be waiting, and they might be having a tough time with waiting. And so here you are, you winning. It looks like you're winning on social media, but your reality might be something different, right? But you're portraying that you're winning to encourage and inspire and to help other people. So in hopes and efforts to grow your own business. And then that person who might know you personally is looking at you like, damn, why I'm not winning? You know what I'm saying? So it creates tension between people and relationships. And this is just something that we need to be mindful of as we carry on. And remember Makeva Jenkins. Keep her in our memories. Keep her in our prayers, especially her children. She started a great work. She started a great work. It looks like she laid a great foundation for her kids. She talked about her children are in private school. She live in a good neighborhood. And so, she was just trying to do the best that she can to be the mother, to be the wife, to be the woman of God. And here you have evil lurking. Evil never sleeps. Evil never sleeps. In the real estate industry, they would say money never sleeps. I say evil never sleeps. Evil never sleeps. Evil is always alive and looking to steal, kill, and destroy somebody's life. To steal, kill, and destroy somebody's happiness. And so, you might hate to be at that 9 to 5, but let me tell you something. That 9 to 5 might be safer than being, out here in these streets where it's just you. It's just you. You ripping and running these streets and trying to do the best that you can for your family and for yourself. People are just wicked. So I just encourage you to pray on every business deal, everything, every decision, every connection, every network that you are part of. Stay prayed up. Definitely keep Makeva in your thoughts, because this is an eye-opener to what it really is out here in these streets. Entrepreneurship is not always what it's cracked up to be. This is Sarah J. I'll talk to you guys soon.